know they're out there, don't you?
Hello, everybody. So good to see you all. Glad you're here. Love all of you coming in on the comments already. This is High School Hangout. Every Thursday, we just get to come together, whether you're done with school because you're an overachiever or you still have a little bit of school left and you could use a break. We get to come together and just hang out, have some fun together. So glad that you are here. And real quick, just wanted to let you all know that we are actually going to be changing the time of High School Hangout moving forward. So here's our updated schedule. So high school Sunday night, our big high school service, that's Sundays at 6 o'clock. And after that, of course, we have Zoom calls for your small groups. But this, starting next Thursday, will be moving to 3 o'clock. Okay, so right now it's 2 o'clock. This is great, but next week, 3 o'clock is when we'll be starting having High School Hangout. That way, those of you, I won't mention any names, but those of you who really, really like to sleep in, you can do that and still hopefully get your schoolwork at least mostly done before it's time to come together. So 3 o'clock next Thursday, but once again, so glad that you are all here. Speaking of people that I'm so glad that they're here, I'm going to bring Kelsey in. Kelsey in 2, 1. There she is. What's up, Kels?
Hello. How's it going, guys?
I'm
So
doing well.
they're just
I'm
talking
doing
about
well.
homework. What is that?
Yeah, that's really sad. Why are you all talking about homework? This is a hangout. This isn't high school homework. That's not what this is. We've got it. I've been assigned a lot lately and barely done any of it. Allie, I would say that I feel you, but I don't have to do school, so I don't. But
Also, Allie, I think that's how you functioned when you were in school. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think some
fair.
of you're like, this isn't any different, so it's fine.
Firm but fair. That's good. Trevor has not done anything. You guys are slacking. We had middle schoolers on Tuesday, and they were saying there were a couple guys who on Tuesday had done all of their work for the whole week on Monday. So I don't know what's going on with all of you. Maybe
The difference between middle school and high school students, is that what that is? Although Zach probably has a lot done. So also thanks.
Zach,
I like my British wall too. Ooh. It's wonderful.
Just to prove that someone does in fact like your British wall. There you go.
I
bet Zach has done a lot, though. He's kind of an overachiever when it comes to a lot of things. But
that's true.
It's good. It's good. Hey, do me a favor while we're just about to get started here. We want to bring as many people in as we can. It's so much fun to get everyone in. So pull out your phone and text. What should be our number today, Kelsey? How many people should they text to come join us?
42.
42. Text 40
and by
people.
I mean 2
people.
to 4.
Oh,
2 to 4 people.
Yeah, naturally, yeah. 2 to 4 people to come join us for our activities today.
Zach
Kelsey
is currently teaching us. Do you see that? No more Axis powers.
And tripartite act. What? That's a really, really helpful information.
Exactly.
I needed to know that today. Good work. Good work. Kelsey, do you remember doing Mad Libs like back in the day when you were a kid?
I do. Unfortunately, I had a very weird sense of humor as a child, and they were never funny to anyone but me. So yes, I like them.
Do they need to be funny to anyone else though? I don't know if I would describe my childhood sense of humor as weird or just really dumb, because I would, every time it was like a noun, I'd be like, but. Anytime it was like a body part, but. And then that was what my dad was.
So you were like a middle schooler.
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what it's like teaching in middle school. They're like macaroni and cheese. Yesterday was something about milk. I don't even know.
Avocados were coming up a lot.
Avocados. That was my own fault.
Yeah. So anyway, Mad Libs. That's what we're going to do today. If you have not done them before, which who hasn't done Mad Libs and who doesn't love Mad Libs? They're great. Kelsey and I are going to be asking you for various things, various literary devices.
Word
suggestions. Like this is basically school, because I'm looking down my list that I have to ask for. I have to ask for an adjective, a noun, a plural noun, a verb plus ed. So hopefully you know your grammar rules. Yeah, verbed. That's verb plus ed. Verbed.
Verbed. I'm not really sure why you need help with this. We got this.
Yeah, we got this.
But verbed.
So Kelsey and I have these little stories that just have missing words. We're gonna ask all of you to insert those words, and then we'll have hopefully a really good story at the end of all of it. So this is where we need you in the comments to participate with us.
Kanaya is already prepared to give us her stupidest answers. So.
Oh yes, Kanaya, thank you. I knew we could count on you for that, Kanaya. That's really good, really good. So this first story we're gonna do is called "The Awkward Date." Here's what I need first.
That would be all of them, by the way. All of them.
You're gonna have to tell some stories, because we're gonna have to wait for comments to come in. So
I got you covered.
Let's see. Guy's name. We need a guy's name. So show us what you got in the comments. Give us a guy's name. And Kelsey, tell us about your most awkward date in the meantime.
I'll give it to you by piece. So my most awkward date was with someone named Jake. So guy's name, Jake. Side note, the rumor is guys with the name that starts with J are trouble. So I can attest to that.
Always.
I should have learned after my first guy with the J, but I didn't. So my first, I'll give you my hint, was Jake. So far, we've got a couple names coming in.
Ooh, pause your story. Pause your story. We've got some options. We've got Zach, Kevin, Daryl, Chad, Matt Farah.
Matt
That's my name
Faria,
spelled. What?
Chad,
Or
Reginald
Matt.
Von Hobby Dobby, Hobby Doobie.
That seems good. I like Reginald Von Hobby Dobby.
I'm going with
Reginald Von Hobby. I just put
Natalie.
it in. I
Shout
put in
out
the
to
whole
Jake
thing.
right there. That was mine. We're ready.
Jake. Okay.
Billy Bob Joe. All right. Next one.
Next thing we'll need before you continue your story. This is going to be just a very chopped up story as we wait for things to come in. School subject. Easy one. Give us a school subject. And Kelsey, continue.
All right. So it was my very first date ever. And Jake was taking me out. We were best friends for a long time. So it was pretty awkward anyway. And the first thing he did was he picked me up from church. I don't really know why I was at church and he was
That's
picking me
how
up
all great love stories are born.
Well, and I didn't work at church at the time. I was in high school. Like, that was weird. Yes, Zach, that counts. Watch out for those J names. And then he picked me up and he took me to dinner. And I'm going to pause because they're starting to come in with some answers, and I'll tell you where he took me to dinner in a second. Here we go.
I love this. I love the broken up story.
Spanish, science, theater, history, lunch, history, AP human geo, astronomy. Second, I thought it said astrology, and I was like,
not a school subject. I think I like AP Human Geography just because of how specific it is.
I'm in for AP Human Geo.
Like a good one. AP Human Geography. By the way, Kelsey and I are not like looking at the finished story, so we don't know.
It's going to be new to all of us.
It's going to be madness.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libby Bradley. Shout out Libby Bradley. Okay, next thing we need is a number. Give us some numbers, Kelsey. Continue.
Just any number. Any number will do. So he took me on my first date to dinner. He started at dinner, and we went to. Do you have any guesses before I tell you the answer to the question?
Where you went for dinner?
Yes. Do you know this story? Have I told you this story?
I think you have, but I don't think I've heard of where you went to dinner.
Oh, this is a good one. Are you ready?
I'm gonna say Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. That would have been nice. No, he took me to Burger King. He picked Burger King. Now, to be fair, I was not a vegetarian at the time, but then I'll tell you what happened at Burger King in a second, but we have numbers coming in.
This is my favorite. You pick this one, Kelsey. Pick a number for us.
Oh, goodness. That's a lot of numbers. I'm going to go with 7. There were a couple 7s in there. So let's go 7.
7. Lucky number 7. Nice. Okay, we're looking for a verb plus ed. A verb, if you don't know, is an action word. So verb plus
ed is not a correct response. No. Also, Katie, that would be his wife, Paige, behind him. So.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everyone say hi to Paige. She's unintentionally in a high school hangout right now.
I like that she's wearing her shirt too. All of us are wearing For Aurora gear today. Shout out For Aurora. Support Aurora. Buy local. Do what you need to do. But don't go in. Just order it. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. So Burger King. Sorry. So we go up to order and we both ordered something. And the guy says, back in the day, they used to say this. Now legally they can't. And he said, would you like to supersize that order? Or whatever the Burger King equivalent is.
Yeah.
And he wanted to prove to me that he could spend the big bucks. So he supersized all of our orders. Girls don't want to supersize burger, fries, and soda on their first date. I was already nervous. All right. Pause.
I feel like the ship has sailed at that point when you're at Burger King. Like, you're not going to be able to flex much at Burger King.
No, congrats. You spent $3 more. All right. Stomped, scooped, jumped, bumped, high page, strummed, lunged,
filed. Filed is funny because it's just such a mundane task. Like this is just filing papers. I like filed and I like scooped. Do you have a preference, Kelsey?
Let's go scooped. I was going to go strumped because that was very random, but I like scooped. That's a good one.
Matt, can you say my girlfriend should join the stream? That's from Zach. Zach, I actually don't have a girlfriend. I have a wife. No, I get what you're saying. Zach, your girlfriend should join the stream. Is that how I should say that? Zach's girlfriend should join the stream? I don't know. Hopefully I covered all my bases. The girlfriend of Zach should join the stream. What we need next is just a verb. No ED, just a verb.
Just a verb, which technically we could steal from any of those and just drop the ED, but I want more ideas. Give us more, humans. Give us more.
Give us the best verbs you can think of.
I'm pretty stoked.
The story's not over, is it, Kelsey?
Oh,
no. Keep going?
Oh, no. So we sit down with our food at an empty Burger King. Side note, this Burger King is inside of a gas station, like on top of it all. And so we're eating. And by that, I mean, we're staring at each other awkwardly because we're too nervous to eat. And so our supersized meals just sit in front of us doing nothing. And then we say 4 words in the next half hour because we were super awkward. And then he's like, should we go to the movie now? And I was like, okay, pretty much exactly like that. I'll continue that in a second. Here we go. Are you ready?
Ran, smack.
Ran smack into something. Those can go together.
Gosh, this was a long. I have so many more things that I need in this Mad Lib.
We may have to borrow from the list for ones that repeat.
Smart.
Vacuum, fall, punch, prancing, scream, prancer-sizing.
Prancer-sizing. Take your pick, Kels. Take your pick. We got a good list.
Let's go vacuum.
Vacuum. Back to the mundane task category.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, this is going to be our shortcut. We now have verb plus ing. I'm going to put prancing.
Yes, someone already put it. Way to go, Libby.
Oh, look, we're flying now because it's asking for the same guy's name. So I just got to enter Reginald von Hobby Dobby. I'm so classy. Reginald von Hobby Dobby.
That means you have to read the whole thing in an accent.
Yeah.
Dearest
adjective. Adjective. We need an adjective.
Adjective. That's something that describes a noun, right?
It's a thing that describes a thing. Yes.
A thing that describes a thing.
Like fancy is an adjective, or
green. Right?
True. Yeah. Colors are adjectives. Absolutely.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a delicious.
Funky fresh. Funky fresh is an adjective.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, shall I continue? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so we go to the movie, and we walk in, and I'm a nerd. I don't know if you know this about me, but as I'm walking in, I begin to tell him a secret about myself because I thought he should know about me, and I begin to tell him that I like to calculate the angle that the doors are open for each theater, and he laughs at me. Mm-hmm. Laughs at me out loud, not kindly, and laughs at me. I'll tell you what happened next, but we have some. Are you ready?
Yes. Glumpy, sweaty, brash,
gross,
thingamajiggish, lazy, spicy, gloomy, weird, dull, elementary.
My dear Watson.
Just because Stacey and Jenna are joining in now, I think we got to go elementary.
I think so too. I think that's a good call.
You don't.
Now you really have to do the whole thing in an accent.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling so much more pressure about this now that the Caspers are here. Some like real performers. Okay, letter of the alphabet. We need a letter of the alphabet. There's only 26 to choose from.
I was about to be like, there's 26, and then I was like, are there 26? What if I'm wrong?
There's 26. Do you want to count together, or do you trust me? Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Story continues. He had just embarrassed you for being who you are. Yes.
So then we get to where my theater is that I'm supposed to go in. And it's the old days, so you have to like go in and get your seat and not just wait. Like you can go whenever and your seat's reserved or whatever. And so I'm like, oh, we should get in because we were seeing Day After Tomorrow. Yes, End of the World movie. I'm a big fan of End of the World movies and Jake Gyllenhaal. So it worked out.
Sure.
And as we're about to walk in, he sees a bunch of the cheerleaders from his school. Pause.
Okay.
JNKZLASGXF.
I admire Zach for, first of all, listing his name as the name earlier and then choosing the first letter of his name for the letter.
I noticed that Kanaya did that too. She hit a K.
Mm-hmm. Zach actually just listed all of the letters. So if you want to count and verify that there's 26.
No, thank you.
Zach listed all of
That
those
feels
right
like
there.
a lot of work to do.
Zach, did your girlfriend join the stream? Did it work? Did what we did work? Okay, we need a plural occupation. It lists example like taxi drivers, nurses, etc. We need
I'm so
plural
glad they gave us examples.
occupation. That was really helpful. And continue.
All
I'm
right.
really into the story.
So he sees all the cheerleaders from his school, went to different schools, and he looks at me and he goes, hang on a minute. And he leaves, doesn't take me with him. He leaves, goes and talks to them for the next half an hour. I awkwardly walk over because I'm like, what are we doing? Like, this is weird. We are living in that movie. I've been told I'm not allowed to watch post-apocalyptic movies right now because of it. It's fine. But he leaves. So I like awkwardly walk over and I'm standing behind him. And these girls are now looking at me like I'm crazy. And he doesn't introduce me. He just turns and sees that I'm there and says, girls, I got to go, bye. Like goes and flirts on my date. So then we go to the movie theater. Pause.
It was just a first date, though. Aren't you allowed to flirt on the first date with other people? Is that? I'm just kidding.
How did you get paid? How did that work?
I'm kidding.
What a random one. Do you see that? Assistance
yes,
to Mark
Ruffalo. Trevor brings some really specific answers to the table. Assistance to Mark Ruffalo. That's solid. DoorDash drivers, also solid.
Postmaters.
Cobblers? Excuse me?
Is that like the ones that make shoes? Isn't that what a cobbler is?
Oh, I thought that was called a shoemaker, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's old school shoemakers.
Oh, so good.
You can tell me if I'm wrong, Libby.
Trolley conductors. Gosh, there's some solid options in this one. I can't decide. You choose, Kelsey.
I'm going to go with DoorDash drivers. Thank you, Natalie.
DoorDash drivers. I am putting it in. All right. Okay, next we need an animal. Give us an animal. Any animal will do. And Kelsey, you have the floor.
All right. So then we go into the movie theater. And in this theater, back in the old days, again, I'm old now, one row of seats would be reclining seats where they'd lean back and be pretty comfy, not anything like we have today. They just had a little bit of a bounce. And then the next row of seats, so every other row, would be the kind that the arm raises up so that you can canoodle, right? And so canoodling. And so we go and we sit in seats, and he was not paying attention again. I think he was nervous. And then the movie starts, and I can tell he's like trying to figure out how to put his arm around me in the movie, but he picked the wrong seats. And so the arm would go up, and we just kept bouncing, and he kept going. The entire time. All right, pause. What was the category for this one?
This was animal. You
guys picked the weirdest thing.
Siberian. What's a tardigrade? Tardigrade. Tardigrade. I don't know. Tiger. Have you guys watched Tiger King? That is insane. That is an insane show. Yes. Everyone in quarantine is watching Tiger King. Sloth. Oh, who doesn't love sloths?
Same with penguins and koalas and hedgehogs.
Mm-hmm.
What's a blue pine tree crab? That sounds
blue pine tree crab. I don't know. I read that answer and I assumed it was Trevor just because it's so specific, but it was actually Kanaya. You know what? I think since Savannah put it in all caps, let's go sloth. I'm also going to put it in all caps. I don't know if that's going to change anything, but it's not just sloth. It's sloth.
The importance of a sloth. Yes.
The next one is day of the week. I'm just going to enter Thursday.
Because that's today. Yeah.
That is Thursday. Oh my gosh. There's still so much. We're going to have to move into like a speed round in a second where I'm just going to read a bunch and people are going to put in what they think. But let's get through a few more at this pace so that we can finish your story.
I was right about cobbler. I just wanted everyone to know.
Someone who makes a shoe.
Right. Okay. It's not a pie maker. Cobbler is delicious though.
I thought cobbler was a dessert. Or I was thinking like cobble, like stone, like walkways, like maybe that's a cobbler.
All right,
we need
give us a couple.
Okay, I'm gonna list 3. So you can answer all of these in the comments. You can answer just one of them. So we need a noise. The example is it gives our chirp, crack, thump, etc. Same guy's name. That's easy. Reginald von Hobby Dobby. So a noise, a noun, plural. So a plural noun and an adjective. Noise, plural noun, adjective. Kelsey, continue.
All right. So he's doing this the whole time. Neither of us are really fully engaged in the movie, which is a bummer because it's a really good movie. But because I'm trying to figure out if I'm supposed to be like leaning over the armrest to like help him out, I didn't. It was awkward. And then he kept like trying to figure out how to grab my hand. And I don't like hand holding. This is a secret about me. Any guy that I've dated, I hate holding hands. I think it's awkward and disgusting and sweaty. And so I don't like holding hands. Just a thing. So I also don't like having guys' arms around me, especially because one guy I dated smelled real bad.
So here's my question, Kelsey, and this is a very relevant question if you know Kelsey. Did you actually like this guy, or did you just like randomly find yourself on a date with him?
Turns out I liked him. He did not like me at first. It took some time.
Hence the cheerleader thing.
Hence the cheerleader thing. We did go on a second date, and it was worse than the first, but I won't tell you about it. And that was the end. Then he dated my friend.
So. Oh, good. It's got so many like great aspects to that story. Okay, wow, there's a lot to sort through right here. Is kerfuffle a noise? I thought that was like an occurrence. Like there was a kerfuffle.
Like an altercation is what I would have said. Okay, I don't know.
Let's call it a noise. Kerfuffle.
Okay.
Okay, and then we need a plural noun and an adjective out of all of this.
Plural noun. I see animals, stores, people, dollars, squats. Oh, is that the next one?
Well, it could be like, a noun like a squat that you do,
That's true. That's true.
Like squat is a verb and a noun. Canadian dollars. That's a good plural noun.
Let's go Canadian dollars. I've never seen
killing it right now. And then an adjective was what we...
You just got called out. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, Savannah said no one says hence, but obviously someone says hence. Hence, I said hence.
Henceforth.
So. Henceforth, Reginald von Hobby Dobby.
Elementary.
Anyway, adjective. How about shiny? I see shiny.
Shiny.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to do, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to do major round. I'm going to do 5. Okay, 5 things.
5.
We need answers for all 5 of these things. We need a verb plus ed. We need a single body part. Another verb plus
an appropriate ed. Single body part.
Good clarification. So 2 verbs plus ed, a single body part, transportation, and then something outside. So verb plus ed, single body part, verb plus ed, transportation, something outside.
Okay.
It's a lot. Do your magic, commenters. Kelsey, is the story continued?
So then the movie ends, and we were supposed to go get ice cream, and I decided I was tired and didn't want to deal with him anymore because he went and flirted on our date with some other girls and didn't even introduce me and laughed at my love for math. So I was pretty upset. So he took me home and didn't get out of the car, just sat and waited for me to get out of the car. Didn't open my door. No doors were opened. And then I went inside, and that was the end. And somehow I gave him a second date, and we went to a dance together. So I'm not sure what I was thinking. It was awful.
Love it.
Burger King.
I mean, what's a first date if you aren't made to feel ashamed of who you are at least a little bit?
That's fair. All right, we got a lot.
Yeeted. I like that. Verb plus ed. Yeeted. Nice. 1 down. Single body part. I saw a clavicle. That's good.
See elbow, toe. I see weenus with a W. Just want to make sure everyone knew that that's what Stacy said.
Is that you vouching for weenus? Are you making a plug for weenus?
No, because then we have to say it a bunch more times. So
weenus.
Clavicle
it is. Clavicle it is. Okay, we need another verb plus ed.
Verb.
Okay, I'm going to put in for transportation 2019 GMC because I think that's hilarious. Again, if you haven't noticed, I love the specific answers.
Verb. I see feeder. That is a very odd verb, but I like it. Verb plus
ed is what we need.
For some reason, I read feeded. Not really sure what that word is.
Feeded. Was that the yeeted one? Maybe?
Oh gosh.
Screamed. Natalie said screamed.
Done. Done.
Okay. And then the last one we were meeting is something outside. That was the last one for this one.
Oh, a bird feeder. Do bird feeder.
Oh,
I called it up earlier.
totally
I misread
outside.
it. It was on 2 different lines in my thing, and I failed. So.
Okay, I think our people have proven that they can do 5 at a time. So we just have,
Okay.
this is the
How many more do
longest
you
Mad Lib.
have?
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to do like 4 more rounds of 5, and then we're gonna be done.
Why don't you just ask me a couple, and I'll just speed round some to you.
Perfect. Okay, first thing that comes to mind. We're going Kelsey edition now. Plural
This
food.
Apples.
Apples. Animal.
Tigers.
Flavor.
Spicy.
Sure. Animal.
Koalas. I'm going to steal some from earlier.
Liquid.
Oh, oil.
Oil.
I'm not sure why.
Single food item.
Pie.
Pie.
Now I really want pie.
Okay. 1 second, I lost my spot. Pie, yeah, I would also really like some pie though, to be honest. Okay, there we go. You want to know something crazy though?
Uh-oh, what?
I pressed enter instead of tab and it just made the thing go through. So I don't know if it's going to cut it short, but I think we have our first completed Mad Lib. We'll see.
All right, let's do it.
I didn't want to do those extra 20 anyway. This is good.
There were so many.
There were so many. Okay,
right,
this is.
Are you guys ready?
This is awkward date. Here we go. I'm sorry for jumping the gun on that one, but it's gonna be fine. The Awkward Date by Eastern Hills High School. Tonight I'm going on a date with Reginald von Hobby Dobby from my AP Human Geography class. He has asked me out over 7 times, and I always scooped him away.
What does that even mean?
Scoop away? I don't know. This time, I thought I'd vacuum for it. I mean, why not? Who is it? Prancing? That doesn't make sense at all. Reginald von Hobby Dobby is one of those elementary kind of guys who get straight Z's in every subject. That can't be good. I've never even heard of that.
That's real bad.
He's kind of a door drive dasher sloth. I think I typed door drive dasher instead of DoorDash driver. He's kind of a DoorDash driver sloth.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, and also sloth is in all caps, so he's kind of a DoorDash driver sloth. It was Thursday night when I heard a kerfuffle at the door.
Yep.
It was Reginald von Hobby Dobby holding a bouquet of Canadian dollars. He bowed and then handed one to me and said, "You look shiny, my dear. Shall we?" So sweet.
Boys, never tell a girl she's shiny. All right, continue.
I almost yeeted from laughter, but held it in the best I could. I took his clavicle and he screamed me to his 2019 GMC. We drove to a restaurant that overlooked the bird feeder. He ordered apples, tiger's fingers, spicy gravy, and a huge koala burger with oil. I think that's where we ended for ours, but I'm going to keep reading. I think it just gave us some random answers. I just wanted a salad with a glass of water. I guess he thought I was boring, but his outfit had me lose my appetite. Green plaid pants with a button-down shirt tucked in and oversized sunglasses on. After dinner, he drove me home. We talked about why cars are so cool, which was weird. And then he walked me to my door. I don't like their generic answers. They're not very funny at all. He kissed me on the forehead, out of all places, then scratched his head and said I had a swell time. Let's date again sometime. I nodded my head, no, then quickly went inside. I felt embarrassed seeing him again in school, but we usually just say hi when we bump into each other in the school hallway. I mean, that was good, but not near as awkward as your date. Yours,
Burger King.
Yours could be a Mad Lib.
On my dates. It's great.
Yours could be a Mad Lib. I'm kind of glad I just skipped the rest of it though, because We've been going at this a while. The other one we have is short. Do you want to do that one?
Yes, I figured what I'd do is I'd ask you every other one and give them a couple ahead of time.
That's thinking.
Right?
That is
Okay.
thinking right there.
Audience, what I need from you is, are you ready? An adjective, a noun, a proper noun, and a body part. Adjective, noun, proper noun, body part. I'm going to say it one more time. Adjective, noun, proper noun, body part. All right, Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Give me a noun.
Oh, yes, me. Give you a noun. Trumpet.
Trumpet. Give me an adjective.
Funky fresh.
Like you do. All right. Noun, plural.
Spleens.
Spleens. I don't actually know how to spell spleens.
I think it's just spleen. I don't know.
You can't see it anyway, so it's okay. Okay, pause. Are we ready? Did they give us?
Libby's starting. Mad Libby has started.
Okay.
It's named after her.
Mad Libby. All right. Give me one of their adjectives. I'm ready.
Let's go with fluffy.
I like fluffy. All right. Give me one of their nouns.
I'm thinking. Soccer ball. Let's go soccer ball.
All right. A proper noun.
What's a proper noun?
I see Subway. I'm going with Subway.
Oh, yeah, I know what a proper noun is. Yeah, Subway.
And a good body
part. Toenail. Let's go toenail.
That feels awful. All right, guys, I need two more from you. I need animal and noun. Animal, noun. Animal, noun. Animal, comma, noun. Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I need a verb base form.
So that's like to something?
I guess, yeah, sure.
I think that's what that means. To contemplate.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Contemplate. Don't know if that's spelled right, but you guys can't see it. And another verb base form.
To dance. To dance.
Dance. All right, they have some coming in. Give me an animal that they gave me.
They went with red-eyed tree frog.
Red-eyed tree frog. All right, and
yes.
now I need a noun.
Virus.
That's just sad.
Do you want it from me or from them? Because they said virus, not me.
That works. All right, okay. I have it. You guys ready?
Wow, so fast. You're so fast.
So much shorter than yours for some reason. So. All right, I need to make it bigger so I can read it. Hold on, momentary pause. This is called How to Be a Visco Girl. I'm saying that correctly, right? Uh-oh. Are you there?
Oh, there you are. You were filming for a second. I'm here.
Oh, did you hear it? It's pronounced Visco Girl, right?
Yeah, Visco Girl. Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go. How to be a Visco girl. What does one need to be a Visco girl? Well, there are a lot of things, ranging from carrying a fluffy trumpet under her arm to donning a messy bun wrapped in a soccer ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the soccer ball is back. And yes, you can also be a Visco girl with your hair down. Just make sure you have a soccer ball or two on your arm. Good luck with that.
Important.
More tokens of the trend. A funky fresh t-shirt. That's a good use of funky fresh. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Preferably so big that it covers your shorts and makes it appear like you are only wearing a t-shirt. As far as brands go, anything purchased from retailer, there we go, Subway, buy your clothes at Subway, a puka shell choker necklace, ugly, cool shoes like Birkenstocks or Crocs, pura vida, spleens.
Yep.
Okay. A I don't even know what that word is, so we're passing it. And light natural makeup topped off with Carmex toenail balm.
Ew.
And glossier toenail gloss. That's gross. With all this in tow, however, the Visco Girl vibe is meant to be effortless, just like she just so happened to contemplate, there you go, a red-eyed
Thank
tree
you.
frog, hop in her Jeep Wrangler, and dance a virus.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Now I know when I see girls with a fluffy trumpet under their arm that they're Visco girls.
And a soccer ball on their arm.
Yes, and wrapped
Love
around their hair. Just lots of
Yes.
soccer balls. When I think Visco girl, I just think soccer ball. That's
Same.
exactly it. That was good. Thank you everyone for playing along. That was fun. You are very creative with all of your literary devices. Your English language skills are very impressive. Kelsey, also thank you for sharing a story of an embarrassing date.
I have many awful dates. We can share more one day.
I was glad it took so many twists and turns because that meant I didn't have to share a story. You just
Next time, Matt's bad date stories, as long as it's not about Paige, because we like her. So.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to take you off and say goodbye to all the people. Thank you, Kelsey.
Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. Thanks again for playing along. Quick reminder, this is High School Hangout, and we will be on next Thursday at 3 o'clock from now on. 3 o'clock will be the time of High School Hangout, and of course, we will see you Sunday night as well at 6 o'clock. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun learning about Kelsey's awkward date and just seeing your creative minds at work. So thanks for joining us. Have a great day.